It's easy to speak to yourself kindly when life is going well, but what about when you fail, make a mistake, or fall back into habits you promised yourself would never return to, like doing drugs, overreacting, or other self-sabotaging behaviors? In this video, I'm going to share how I changed my internal dialogue from negative self-talk to positive self-talk and the mindset shift that helped me along the way. Hey, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Winnie Marita, and if you're returning, welcome back to Your Mind is the Limit community. This is a space where we help you break limiting beliefs, build a strong mindset, understand yourself on a deeper level, and become the best version of yourself from the inside out. In the past, I was my own harshest critic. One day I was talking to an acquaintance, not a friend, and I ended up oversharing. When I got home, that is all I could think about because it was a habit I was trying to break. That night, I couldn't even sleep because my mind kept racing, replaying everything I had shared and making me feel worse and worse about myself. The next morning, it was the very first thought in my mind again. I started my day filled with regret, blaming myself and wondering why I couldn't just keep my mouth shut. If this has ever happened to you, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyone close to me knows how much I love my sleep, but now the negative self-talk and overthinking were interfering with it. Every time I made a mistake, the same cycle would repeat itself. Make a mistake, criticize myself and overthink, struggle to sleep, wake up the following morning with the same negative thoughts, become grumpy because I didn't sleep well the previous night, and that became the cycle. I constantly felt miserable, mentally drained, and exhausted. It was crazy. This went on for a while until I finally decided enough is enough. I went online trying to look for a solution so that I could break this cycle. And something that constantly came up was journaling. So I decided to give it a try. And let me tell you, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Journaling gave me an outlet. Instead of trapping everything in my mind, I finally had a place to release it. I literally dumped my thoughts onto paper, raw, honest, and unfiltered. That first night, I wrote down everything that had been weighing on me, and for the very first time in a very long time, I slept like a baby. And from that moment on, journaling became a part of my daily habit. I know journaling is not something everyone naturally enjoys, but I'd still encourage you to give it a try and pay attention to how you'll feel afterwards. Something else that really helped me was taking a break from social media. Social media is good, but it also has its disadvantages, like constant comparison. You start to think you're behind in life or you're not doing enough. I haven't been on Instagram or TikTok for over a year now, and honestly, that has been such a blessing because everyone has something to say, including yours truly. But staying away from social media has helped me quiet that noise and reduce so much mental clutter. When you're constantly exposed to opinions, lifestyle, and perfect lives, your mind becomes loud. You start questioning yourself, your progress, and even your worth without realizing it. You don't have to quit social media completely like me. Sometimes taking a weekend off social media or reducing screen time can already help quiet your mind. Another thing that really helped me was either talking to myself in third person or responding to myself the way I would if I was talking to a friend. This is more of a mindset shift. Imagine a friend came to you and told you they were having a bad day or they've made a terrible decision. How would you respond? Most probably, you would be kind, understanding, and supportive. You wouldn't make them feel worse or condemn them, would you? Unless you're a bad friend, but I'm joking. I'm sure you wouldn't condemn them. Now, when you start having negative self-talk, try to speak to yourself the same way you would speak to a friend in that situation. Be compassionate and gentle with yourself. Sometimes I even take it a step further and speak to myself in third person. For example, instead of saying, "I'm so stupid," I will say, "Winnie, you did your best. take the lessons and do better next time. Because in that moment, I'm not condemning myself, but I'm also not ignoring the mistake. I'm simply choosing self-compassion over self-criticism. Last but not least is replacing negative self-talk with positive self-talk. Our minds don't work well with a vacuum, so if you are eliminating negative self-talk, you have to replace it with something else. For me personally, I start my mornings by reading the Bible. It gives me something powerful to meditate on throughout the day. Instead of replaying negative thoughts, I fill my mind with reminders of God's love and the reality of who I am as a new creation in Christ. Knowing God more through the Bible has also helped me understand that even when we make mistakes, He does not condemn us. And that has been liberating, because if the one who created me and everything on this earth does not condemn me, who am I to constantly condemn and criticize myself? Everyone has experienced negative self-talk in one way or another, because negative thoughts will always come up. But learning how not to entertain them and allowing them to spiral is what makes the difference. Looking back, I can see how much damage I was doing to myself by constantly overthinking, replaying my mistakes, and blaming myself. It affected my sleep, mood, and how I showed up every day. But I also realized that I didn't have to stay stuck in that cycle, and things only started to change when I decided enough was enough. If you're struggling with negative self-talk right now, start small. You don't have to change overnight, and actually it's impossible to change overnight. Try one of the things I've shared in this video and pay attention to how it affects your mind and emotions over time. The words you repeat to yourself shapes how you see yourself, how you treat yourself, and how you treat other people. So be intentional about what you allow to live in your mind. Speak to yourself with more grace, patience, and compassion. Thank you so much for watching. If this video added value to you, subscribe and become a part of this amazing community of Your Mind is the Limit. See you in the next episode.